going on? It's your boy Mix Masta B here live from the MMB Radio Studios for the MMB Radio Podcast, where no topic is too big or too small. We talk about them all. And on the phone lines right now, I want to welcome in a woman who, honestly, like when I first found out about her, she just like blew my mind because she is probably one of the kinkiest and freakiest girls that I've ever seen on the web. And the fact that she's on the podcast today is just totally like mind-blowing to me. But I want to welcome her in, Miss Maria Jade. What's going on?
Thank you. Big fucking facts. That was such a lovely introduction. Thank you so much.
It's true. I mean, anybody who like checks you out and like knows anything about you or your career and everything. There's just like the stuff that you do is just it's remarkable.
Yeah, that energy though. Yes. I really do I pride myself in that shit because like I'm about that in just my general life too, just like having good energy. But if I've seen it before, like I'm just authentic to myself, to put it in short. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just feel like there's just no kind of like limitation to the shit that you do. I mean, I'm sure there is, and, you know what I mean? But it's like some of the stuff I'm like, wow, like just no chill, like just some of the sexual stuff that you do. I'm like, lost of words.
Right. You know what? It's kind of weird. It's kind of like I like things that I don't like. So like, let me explain a little bit further because it sounds so narcissistic and ass backwards as fuck. So like, I guess what it is simply like, it's like anything that challenges me. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've always been like very submissive, like kinky kitten. You know what I mean? That's like my sexual side. But like in real life, when it comes to like handling business and my goals and everything like that, you know, like those kind of things, I'm real alpha. You know what I mean?
I get that vibe.
I always like a challenge. You know what I mean?
So now people that are listening and are like, all right, who the hell is this chick? You know, who
is that bitch?
Yeah. It's that bitch Maria Jade, you know?
Yo.
But I mean, you've been like in the game for, you know, I would say quite a while. I don't know what the longevity of like the porn game is, like how long is, you know, considered OG and how, you know, is newbie status, but like I feel like you're kind of like in the middle there, right?
I mean, I guess it's different for everybody. I guess like everybody puts this timeline like it's like a year for a girl. I mean, I guess it just really depends on the bitch. You know what I mean? Excuse my language, right? But I mean, I've been almost 5 years.
Okay.
Well, 5 years this year. It's crazy. Half a decade, baby. I guess, I mean, I might maybe a veteran to other people. I don't know. There's still a lot of companies I haven't shot with.
I don't know what the scale is there for what, like I said, what is considered, you know, a veteran and what's considered, you know, still fairly new in the game. But 5 years, I feel like is, I mean, if you've been in it for 5 years, that's a long time, you know, for to be.
That's a long fucking time.
But I kind of tell everybody like how you got started into it. I mean, you have all this energy, which you've already noted and we've already seen. And you got this wild, kinky, freaky side. So it seems like there was just a natural progression to get into the adult game. But give everybody the juicy details.
Sure. I don't really know how to put this any other way. I was a broke bitch, you know, and I needed some money. I was going through some things at the time. So I was like already recruiting models for Hussy models down in Miami. And he's like, when are you going to come down and shoot? And I was like, fuck it. I'm going down to Miami to shoot porn. And I remember saying it to my mom. She's like, what are you going to Miami for? And I'm like, I'm going to shoot porn in Miami. So when everything came out, she was like, you are dead serious. Like, you went and shot fucking porn. And I was like, man, I don't regret it for shit because, like, everything you do in life, you know what I mean? For whatever reason, if it goes your way or doesn't, it's always a win because you can always grow from it. But I fucking loved it, man. I shot for Reality Kings 7 times in, like, the first week and a half. So it was crazy. My very first scene was in the VIP, which is like an orgy scene. And they give you, like, these little wristbands, right, with, you know, who's currently tested, who the mains are, la-di-da-di-da. And you can, like, kind of interact. However, let me tell you, I was bitch. I was basically a main. Like, I was trying to show them, like, look, I don't play, honey. I'm here to work. And
She
it
was there to
was,
ball out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. And then I kind of, backed off for a little bit. Um, and it was just like doing porn on the side. And then I had a couple agents in between. And then I was with Cox Models. And he's like, like the same amount of money you're making working all fucking week, you can make it in one day. And I was like, well, what's the guarantee? You know what I mean? Like, are you sure I'm going to get, because like, what happens if I go 3 weeks without work, right? I'm not a
Hmm.
big fish, right? So there's that little fear of that jump, you know what I mean? To not know like where the next step is, right?
Hmm.
But I have just like this innate like kind of intuition. I was like, fuck it, run it. You know what I mean? And I quit. I literally quit that day. And
Wow.
I've been working for myself full time. And that was, God, 2016, full time. So, yeah, yeah.
So where are you originally from?
Florida, baby.
Okay, so
I
right
am
into Florida. I
from
mean,
Florida.
beach, sun. I mean, have you always been like an alpha, like always kind of like aggressive? I mean, because you kind of give that vibe like you're just, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, that you just give that vibe that you're
Oh,
just like
shit.
very forward. So, like, have you always been that type? Have you always been like an outgoing kid growing up?
You know what? It depends. That's kind of a hard question to answer for me because I'm like extroverted, but I'm also introverted. Not necessarily in a negative way, but I pick and choose. But I mean, I'm very authentic. I am who I am. I like what I like, but I'm also into the humility factor. Like, I'm always willing to grow and see everybody else's side as well
Hmm.
to bring it all together. So I mean, am I aggressive? I mean, bitch, I might be. No, I'm just fucking with you. I mean, like I said, when it comes to goals and shit, yeah, things I believe in, absolutely. But I don't know.
I mean,
I'm pretty down to earth. Everybody who sees me, they're like, like in high school, I remember they'd be like, they wouldn't talk to me, and they thought it was just like so fucking mean. And then they would talk to me, and they're like, "Damn, you're so fucking weird. You're so fucking weird." And I'm like, "True," but they're like, "You're so fucking fun and easygoing, laid back." You know what I mean?
now, like,
So,
like, when did you sexually blossom? When did you become the freak that is Maria Jade?
you know what?
Or
When
has it
was I
always
not?
been there?
You know what? Oh, honest to everything I love, like, I feel like my sexuality was like always open, and it was so weird too. Like, like at parties and stuff, I would always remember my girlfriends like coming up to me and like making out with me. Like, we'd be getting drunk, and I'm like, damn, like I pull bitches. Like, how do I do this? And I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? But that sounds so dramatic. I mean, I don't know. You know what though? With porn, I have um become more open and free in the way that I'm not private about it. It's everywhere.
Hmm.
Um, but it's like I'm authentic as fuck. Like, I like what I like, and I like being kind of that role model in that way that like there's let's break the fucking stigma. Let's let people be who the fuck they want to be, like what they want. We don't have, it doesn't matter right or wrong, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't. Like, it's okay to be different. It's okay to like what you like. Now if you want to be private, that's up to you. That's cool too.
Hmm.
But I kind of becoming more open sexually in that way, and just letting people know it's all right to be who the fuck you are. Really,
And
honestly.
it's crazy because I find sometimes in different forms of entertainment, whether it be adult entertainment or just like actual movies or singing and everything, is that you have a person, and then it's time for when the lights hit on and they're on the stage, they're 10 times like who they truly are. So I kind of look at it
Right.
as like there's Maria Jade, as the normal person, and then like when it's lights, camera, action, you're 10 times like your character just magnifies so much bigger.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. You know what? Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's crazy because it's just like when people Like when I told him you were going to be on the podcast, people were like, "Oh shit, like I fucking love her. Like she's just like so like don't give
Aw.
a fuck." But I think the cool thing about it is that you give people like that feeling of, like you said, be who you want to be, like what you want, like what you like. And I think because you have such a big personality, it eases people. So
Right, right, right.
like when you meet fans at different events or stuff, like what is some of the reactions they have when they finally meet you? Because I would be like going like the whole like schoolboy like fanboying out of control. But like how do people react when they meet you?
Honestly, it's like okay, so like I have tons of good pictures and videos out there, but when people meet me, they kind of like they almost get shocked, but then they see my ass, right? Usually they see my ass and like, damn, look at that ass. Or something around the butt. And then I turn around, they're like, oh, Maria. And I'm like, hey. But I mean, everybody's so different. It depends. And, I just have like a background in psychology and understanding it. So it's like, understanding the different mindsets and how people work. And I'm just genuinely, I don't know. I don't even look at it like I'm a celebrity. Like I don't look at it like that to me. Like we're all fucking people. We all bleed. I'm just like, oh, you like my work? That's cool. Would you like an autograph and a lap dance? Damn, I miss when Exotica used to allow that. They fucking stopped doing that though.
Well, and it's crazy because like a lot of things are stopped right now. We've had so many guests on this week with this whole COVID-19 shit that's going on. So like, what is Maria doing that is keeping her sane during this downtime?
Man, can you give me any opinions or advice? You know what? I'm very like homebody, but I'm not. Like I said, I go back and forth. So it's really just trying to keep up with the family, um, and
Now, how do you
just
juggle that? Like your professional career, family life. I mean, clearly now you have more time to kind of focus on family stuff. Like,
right, right, right. I think like anybody balance, you know what I mean? That's kind of hard for most of us to keep up with, you know what I mean? But the way that I flow is this. I don't make moves unless it's the integrity of love. If it's like if the integrity factor is anywhere with like hate, selfishness, greed, anything like that, I won't fucking do it. I won't move unless I'm fully in it.
mhm.
I don't have like with my performance, I don't fucking half-hearted put into anything
You
unless I'm
sure don't.
told to behave a certain way. You know
Hold
what
on,
I
wait.
mean?
People tell you to behave? I don't think you've ever
No,
behaved.
never.
Okay. I mean, this is the
I'm like,
first
don't
time we've
grab me to do
interacted and talked, and
that.
spoken before, but I've seen enough videos and enough of your work that I know that Maria just doesn't behave.
No, no, no. What is that word? Well, this is the thing. When you misbehave, that comes with spanks, and spanks are a kitten's fucking favorite, at least for me. Okay, so
Well, let me
it's
ask you
like,
then, like, what is it you do enjoy the most? Like, fans always want to know, what do you enjoy most about being in the business? Is it the freedom of kind of just being yourself, or do you enjoy the money? I mean, I have people to tell me that, or do you just really enjoy the sex? Do you enjoy the like what gets you going?
I mean, I think it's a variety of all of that, really, because that
Hmm.
all sounded fucking great.
She's like, yeah,
You
I'll
know
take
what
I'll
I
take
mean?
a little bit of each of those things, a little side dish of everything, like that's.
Right, right, right. I mean, I don't know, like Tupac says, I don't, I just want the money, fuck the fame. But I mean,
Mhm.
I do enjoy, all of my supporters, all my everybody, man. It's, you do get a couple of assholes here and there that'll say some shit, but I just laugh it off. But most of the people that I've met have been fucking lovely. All of the people I work with, they're just so easy. And even though they're like, all right, Maria, you're fucking wild, girl, they're all phenomenal. I,
Mhm.
I don't, I don't, I don't really think I have any experiences that were like scary and bad or per se that were to the point that I couldn't overcome. Because, like I said, it's all perception. It's like, how did this hurt me or how did this help me? It's how you feel about things and think about things. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just a product of a dying breed, I suppose.
I mean, he sounded like there's so many girls out there that may tell me, that they like the money, or they're just like, I just allowed to express myself in ways that I was never able to before, and you're just kind of
Absolutely.
like, I just kind of do all of it. But
Right.
now one thing that, cause some of the fans were sending in questions and they wanted to know, um, if they wanted to get into the business, so whether it be a guy or a girl. I mean, I don't know if you can speak so much on the guy part, but if it's a girl that wants to get into the business, like, what are some tips that you would give them?
Tips for the guy and the girl, or just in general?
In general, I mean, like I said, I don't know how much you can speak on the guy part.
Hmm. Man, it makes me think. I will give you those tips. It just makes me think, if you only knew, you know what I mean, ahead of time, right? Oh, the things that I would fucking change, right? But then again, I wouldn't change it because everything has a purpose. I guess depending where you stand at, like whatever your reasoning is, I guess if you're wanting to do it for maybe the fame per se, like maybe instant cash flow, get an agent, do your research, and get an agent. You know what I mean? Maybe don't sign anything right away. Do your research, look around. Um, but honestly, it's kind of better starting off trying to be independent, right? Start off making an OnlyFans. Start off branding yourself. Stick to something that you can stick to. Like for me, for example, I I do dominatrix work, and I enjoy it if the energy is there. Like I'm a switch. I can switch off if I feel that energy. Um, but like I couldn't be a full-time dominatrix. Like that's just not who I am. And to sit here and say I can't do it, that's not what it
That's a
is. I
lie.
can't. Yeah, yeah, right. If there's, somebody comes off to me and they're a subby little bitch, I'll make him bow down. You know what I mean? Hands down. But the biggest thing is to stay authentic to what you like. Some of these girls will dead ass be like a submissive in their natural life, and then they'll just do dominatrix work. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
For the benefits, and there really are a lot of benefits starting off like that. But I feel like with anything, any kind of fucking career you have, if you're passionate about it and it's authentic, you damn near do that shit for free.
Yeah.
Like I like what I like on camera and off camera. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I like trying new things. I am, I am the same person. I mean, obviously, I get to release my inhibitions a little bit more on camera, So,
Hmm. Well, it's funny because you
it's
said about how, there's things like, if there's things that you wanted to change or would have done things differently. But I liked your answer to that, where you said, but things happen for reasons, basically.
man,
So it's just like, I always tell people, I use the Back to the Future um scenario. I'm like, they always, Doc always says, Marty
yeah,
McFly, like, don't mess with history. You, like, don't go back in history and change things. So if
right,
all the struggles that you may have had, um were for a
yeah,
reason, and it
fuck,
made you who
yeah.
you are. So
I've got
to
goosebumps right now because I'm totally like, I'm
but
so
it's
into this kind of shit. Like this,
but it's
like,
true, because, like, if, like, all the stuff that you look at, no matter what realm of life that you're in, whether it be, you in the adult entertainment industry, someone who is, was working a 9 to 5 job flipping hamburgers, what I mean? It's like shit that may have not seemed cool or chill at the moment, you're like, oh man, I wish I could go back and change that. It's just like, yeah, but if you change that, like, what you're doing right now, the future, your present self and your future self would be totally different.
right.
Because, like, you would have
Let me,
done something that would have, like, if you had
absolutely,
changed it, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now about why you would want to
right.
change it. So
Yes. Let me tell you some real shit. I was out there door dashing it up, delivering fucking food today. Humble yourself, humility before honor. I have done, I fucking flipped burgers too, and then fucking been on camera like the big shot. You know what I mean?
I mean, it
Everything in
sounds
life,
it sounds like the
everything in
making of a
life
nice
is
storyline. You know what I mean? Like the
good.
DoorDash chick comes to the door.
Ah, did you see that? I don't know if you've seen this. I actually like did a snap where I answered the door. This is God, a couple years back. And I actually was just like looking through my archive, and I'd seen this video, so it's so funny. Like opened the door to get my food from the delivery driver naked, and that shit went viral. That shit just
Like it
popped in
was
my
legit.
head.
It wasn't staged.
Oh no, it was not staged.
And what did
It
the guy
was
say? Like, I missed this. I missed this video. I didn't see this.
well, somebody ended up taking it and like stealing it and putting it on Pornhub, and it went pretty fucking viral. But I think he was more shocked than
Hmm.
anything. He didn't really have a response, but I mean, like, fuck, like, what would you do on the other side? It's like you don't want to go to jail. It's like, damn, oh, bitch opens the door naked, let me fuck her. You know,
I'm
like
wearing a fucking body
I don't
cam when I'm
blame his
delivering.
response. You know what I mean?
But
It was crazy.
so I mean, so you do the DoorDash thing, like, and it's funny because like, do people recognize you when you're out and about, like in public, like?
You know what? I haven't like done DoorDash in a very long. Today was like the first time in so fucking long.
Mm.
It's more like this is an essential, and this is a good way to get the fuck out of the house for a little bit. Fuck the lockdown.
Yeah, I hear
Let
you.
me free. Let me free. And it's just so crazy because it's like, damn, the sky looks so beautiful today. Wow, look at those birds. Wow, those are some nice fucking same damn birds I've been seeing for years. Same kind of fucking Florida birds, right? It's crazy. It's crazy how things are right now. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It is intense. That is to say the
So I
least.
mean, when people do see you, did he act like shocked, or
I
did, like, have you ever had that incident where someone's like, oh shit, like, are
I've
you
had a
Marie
couple of
Jade?
I've had a couple of moments. I've had a couple of. We're just gonna leave it at that. I've had a couple of moments.
Okay. I mean, well, wait, hold up. You say you leave it at that. Now we know damn well you're not the type to just leave it at that. Like, so what happened?
Well, I mean, a couple of bad times. I don't really want to speak on those, but
Well, we don't want to hear about the bad stuff.
yeah, we don't get to tell about that,
We
you
can't, and
know,
it can't
because
be all bad
Maria
things.
is too authentic, and I will tell all my fucking stories and give no fucks. So it's
I've
like,
gathered
okay.
that notion already.
And you know what? Like I said, same kind of response with the fans. I maybe I sound like a basic bitch, but I just am who I am. When people fucking meet me, I'm sure they might kind of want that kind of shit you would see, you know, like on the fucking, you know, celebrity news or celebrity buzz duck or whatever the fuck, and like bitches acting all stuck up. I'm the type, if you are ballsy enough to walk up to me, I'm gonna shake the fucking hand and be like, hey, how you doing? Nice to
Hmm.
meet you. You know? And I
What?
might talk to you for a second. Now, if I'm busy and like you're being disrespectful, that's a whole nother story. You guys might see that aggressive side of Maria, you know, but I do have a market for that with
Well,
my
that's what I'm
wrestling
saying. Like,
and cat fighting.
I think guys would be kind of nervous to be like, go up to you, because if they came at you, kind of sideways, whether it be intentional or unintentional, or just kind of caught you in a bad moment, like,
Right, right,
you
right.
might cut
Right.
somebody, like.
Right? You might cut a bitch. Bang, bang. Better watch out. Okay.
I mean,
I'm so sorry.
that's my thought process. I'm
Don't
like,
worry, I won't cut you. We might do a little knife play, but you're gonna like it a lot.
we don't need no
No,
circumcisions going on.
I will tell you this: one of the weirdest things that happened to, well, not the weirdest. Okay, let me take that back. One of the moments that was kind of a little weird is I was driving to like go get some like I think my oil change or some type of like work done on my car, and somebody wrote me on Twitter and was like, "Hey, I think I seen you driving down this street in this color kind of car," and I was like, "Whoa!" Like, damn, like it was just mind blowing because like for one, I wear glasses and I'm still a fucking blind bitch, and I pay attention to shit, but like how? You know what I mean? Like I'm short. Like a lot of people think I'm tall as fuck. I'm so fucking short, and like it probably looks like I'm not even like looking over the goddamn steering wheel.
Like a little
You
old
know?
lady with glasses, just barely
Yeah,
seeing
like
over the
how did
wheel.
he see me? And I still to this day, but I mean, some people I guess are just attentive to detail like that. But
Now you say
I'm
you're
trying
short. How
to.
tall are you?
5'2".
Okay, yeah, you do look taller.
Right. A lot of people do say that. I get that from a lot of people. And that is kind of something that a lot of people do say to me when they come up to me. They're like, damn, I didn't think you was that short. Or like, yeah, I thought you was a lot taller. So, I mean, yay for the pictures being taller. For now, I'm just stuck trying to reach the top shelf, you know what I mean, at Publix or whatever. Trying to get shit down. Like,
Well, what is the full measurements for guys that are always asking?
all right, all right. Um, well, I haven't measured in a while, but the ass is still nice and plump. So I guess I'm doing something right. Last time it was 32, 24, and then 39. Like, bada boom, bada bing, bitch. All of that hip.
Now,
Like, that is such a big variation.
do you think that's what guys always just gravitate to the most is the ass?
Yeah, I mean, it's my greatest asset. I know, I'm just so lovely and so funny. I'm a comedian. He's like, weirdo.
See, at least
I told
no,
you.
it's cool. It's totally like I said, a lot of the fans were totally psyched that you're going to be coming on, and and I told them, I said I can't ask all the questions, but I'll try to get through most of them.
Right, right.
And they wanted to know, like, so you meet fans. Have you ever had any kind of interactions sexually with a fan?
I mean, I do fetish sessions. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I might do a private if you got good references and a valid STD test or talent testing, my friend. But very rare and few. You got to be very, very lucky. But fetish sessions, absolutely. Meaning like wrestling. I've had people fly across the country to smell my fucking feet, and it was cool because like we'd go get food and then I'd get my feet fucking licked and massaged for like an hour. I'm like, this ain't a bad gig, man. You like feet? Okay, I like food and I like this. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it.
How soon can you be here?
You're right. I'm like, damn, all the way across the country. I'm kind of like that. I'm like humbled like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn.
What are your
For my cute size 7.5 feet. How do you even say that? To this day, I'm kind of like, I jump in between saying size 7 and size 8 because it's like depending on the brand, right?
It depends on manufacturer.
Right, but it's kind of retarded when you're like doing a foot fetish scene and you're like, how do you like my size? 7.5. I'm like, it just sounds.
Well, see,
so...
feet creep me out, so I'm probably not the best to answer that question, but I'm sure all the people that are listening, if they're into foot fetishes, all the foot fetish people out there, definitely like leave comments, let us know, like what is like.
So no crinkled toes, crinkled toes in your face with my
no bunions,
no glitter. Nails that I have on right now. He's like, hell no.
I don't know what it is. Like even cute feet freak me out. I don't know what it is.
Why?
Why?
What's wrong with feet?
I really cannot answer it. Feet just
new friend.
This
makes me want to chase you and make you love my feet. We will break this stigma. And
well,
I
if
will
that's the case,
my little toes and chase you.
If that's the case, I don't like ass either or titties. So
bitch, big facts. We gonna have fun tonight.
If that's the case, I'm just gonna tell you everything that's awesome about you that I don't.
He's like, I hate it. So
I hate everything about you.
Right.
So,
right. Big facts.
What is your favorite types of scenes to shoot? I mean, wild, kinky, crazy, out there. Like, I feel like normal shit is kind of like so vanilla to you.
Oh man, well classify that. Like, what's norm? Like, what is your definition?
Well, I mean, clearly I'm not on, the Maria Jade freaking level. So, regular sex to, or normal sex is, just normal regular sex. Like, you're the type that's like, doing all kinds of like dominatrix shit. Like, what is
my favorite? So I still to this day don't know if I'm saying this right, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I'm very much so like a sapiosexual, whatever. Like I like to be enticed mentally, and I like to do the same. So like that's why I kind of like just throw off and throw out there like whatever's on my mind, like when I'm shooting a scene, and I just kind of just like to have fun with everything I do. I mean, I like shooting scripted shit. I like parodies. I'm like gonzo. Like, I try to make something special out of every fucking thing that I do, and then really create that memory. I mean, fuck.
I mean,
I
do you
am
have a
so
bucket list
indecisive
of
with my
things that
life.
you want to do that you haven't?
Ah,
Like, I feel like
you
there's
know,
like shit that is like not even known yet that you're gonna create.
man, let me tell you. Like, this has been like my whole life too. Like, I've always been into like watching gangbangs, right? And all of that shit. Like, I always use a fact shit. I'm like, okay. Like, I'm playing with my Hitachi, and then I'm like thinking in my head, like, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go knock on the neighbor's door. I'm gonna fuck him, and then I'm gonna fuck his wife while she's gone. While he's gone, and then we're just gonna go to every neighbor in the house, and then I bust and then I'm like, okay, let's be reasonable here. That's probably not the best idea. You live next to these people.
Hmm.
But I mean, I've never done DP yet, so that's something that's never been done on camera, never been done personally.
Hmm.
With toys though, with toys. So I don't think that doesn't count though. I need the whole little
I was gonna
fucking
say,
hot
I mean,
dog
I've
slide
seen I've
back and
seen
forth. Cause like,
plugs and sex machines in you, so I mean that's
yes, yes, yes. I know what you're talking about too. You're probably talking about the Sergeant one that I did with Mickey.
yes.
I just retweeted that one. Interesting fact about that one, he had never ever ever, well, at least to my, like, what he said to me, maybe he was just like you saying, oh, I don't like the ass so he can get smothered type like shit. But he
Fake it till you
he'd
make
never
it.
done anal, right? And it was our first time trying anal together, so like that was fun. I like popping people's cherries, especially when they've never tried something before, or I've never tried something before,
Hmm.
just to see the response and kind of what I go through.
Now, do you have
Is
anything
that
that's like exclusive to your personal life that you would never do on film?
fuck? Man, I wish I kind of damn. That's kind of a hard question. I really wanted to sound like a woman of integrity. Like, damn, I won't do that. Nah, I'm a trashy little bitch. I'm a little trashy little kid, and I will try whatever the fuck. I mean, I guess I do have limitations, but that sounds fucking garbage. I don't want to sound like that. I like, I don't know. Obviously, it needs to be discussed before. I ain't gonna fucking, let you fist me
Hmm.
without notice. But that is something that I've never done before. So maybe that is the one thing that I'm kind of like exclusive, but it's not like I wouldn't try it.
Well, it's funny when you say that because there's so much wild, crazy, kinky shit that you've done. So I'm kind of feeling like anything that's exclusive for home would have to be like bigger than that. And then it's just like, wait, how is that like a home thing like seem normal? Here I am
Right,
going
right,
back to the normal stuff, but I mean, like you said, like fisting, like really,
right,
like
right.
that's an exclusive. I only do fisting at home, and it's just like when you're at home, it's like how often could you be getting fisted? You know what I mean? Like before you're like just tore the fuck
Well,
apart.
my daily routine is this. I wake up in the morning, shove my fist right up my cunt, and then, we just get the day rolling on in, baby. Yes, we do.
Now, do you have much
Like,
of
wow.
a social life outside of the business?
You know what? I could probably have more. But I'm kind of like a homebody. I really am. Especially like, it's like, damn. I just had a birthday, you know what I mean? How old am I? 26, 27, 27.
Well,
Jesus.
happy belated birthday.
And it's like, I'm so young, but it's like, I did a lot growing up. Like, I was like, I partied a lot in high school too, and I'll still party here and there. Shit, fuck it. But it's like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is such like a bad interview. Like, I'm like, yeah, I sit at home like a
No, but I
grandma
mean it's
with
crazy
my
because
cane.
it gets people into the psyche of like who you are because like I said on camera you're just like on a whole nother scale universe and people are like wait so what is she like in her normal life like or like are you always going 100 miles an hour every day or do you have a time where you're slowed down and it's not a bad
Yeah.
thing it's just fans want to know like when the
They're
fuck
like,
do you
damn, that
sleep?
bitch is bipolar.
Yeah,
That
like,
bitch is all over the place. All those
like when do you
personalities.
heal? You know,
Right. Right. Big fucking
like you're
facts.
physically demanding, like you can't take that much abuse. You know, not
Right,
abuse,
right,
but I
right.
mean like the
Yeah,
stuff
no,
that
no, no. I get
you
it.
get what I'm saying though. The stuff you do
Absolutely.
on camera, and it's just like when you get home, whether it's with a significant other, like how do you get excited for that part of your life after you've just done like the crazy shit on camera?
Right. Well, honestly, like I haven't really shot porn, like other than exclusively since gosh, November. I've been more focusing on kind of just like bringing it in and like shooting, more for myself and then starting to, make that more, you know what I mean? My niche, I guess, per se, and doing it all for me. That way I can have more, I don't know. I don't know. Just more opportunities that way and just more time home, with family and things like that. I mean, shit, we ain't going anywhere anyways right
Yeah,
now. You know what
seriously,
I
everybody
mean?
on lockdown right now.
But I think everybody's got a little balance problem. You know what I mean? With trying to like, because I hear a lot of people say that like, how could you go on set and have sex with somebody and then go home and have an intimate, like interpersonal connection, like with a significant other?
Hmm.
And I get it, but I think people are kind of like making it a little bit over the top, a little bit too much. This is the way I see it. Sex is sex. It's for like it's to make babies. Okay, that's what it's fucking originated from. That's what it's for. But it's for
I like how you say
pleasure.
that's where it originated from. Like
Yeah,
people that
it
don't
from right,
understand
right,
what
right.
sex is about.
Right.
The
Back in the
the
good
the,
old
the
days.
origins of it was to have babies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, damn, that's so fucking funny. I love the way you know what? I love when people do that, like, kind of like reiterate on shit that I'm saying, and I'm like, damn, bitch, you really said that shit.
The origins of sex was to make babies.
Right. But
Tweet that out and pin it on your Twitter profile.
oh my fucking god, that's fucking
Facts.
funny.
The shit you
Big
learn. The
fucking
shit you learn
facts.
when you're on quarantine. Like
What? That is so funny.
that's what I do with my podcast. I try to educate the people.
Right, right. See, now you got me all thrown off. Okay, going back. What is the last thing I said? Because now my brain is all like,
The
I'm
last
going.
thing you said was
Other than the originated.
the originated was to have babies. The
Right.
OGs only
Okay, so
fuck to
like
have babies.
intimacy. So for me, this is how because like I'm a master Felissa flopper, you bitch. And this is what I mean by this. Like I analyze things on so many different levels. So like you have sex, right?
Hmm.
Sex is good for we create babies. You know what I mean? It feels
Hmm.
good. We get a nut, la di da di da. And people tend to like connect intimacy with it, which I feel like yes, it is there in fact, but they are two very different things.
So
Intimacy to me is like this, like good conversations, like connecting with people, like getting to know like your deeper self. And I feel like too much like we make a stigma where we put those two together. We're like, oh, you have to be in love with this person if you're having sex with them. Well, that's not fucking true, because how many one night stands have you had? I mean, maybe not, maybe you've had none, I don't know. But I mean, there's been plenty of people that people have hooked up with that they don't have feelings for. So the fact that we relate the intimacy factor and the sex factor together, and then we wonder what it's like for a porn star, and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going on set, we're creating art, it might be scripted, it might not, but I'm not in love with these fucking people that I go on set with. Like I'll get a good nut and we'll get a good paycheck and we go home to our families and our lives, and it's all, like it. I don't know,
so like
I
Snoop
view it
says,
different.
you don't love them hoes, you out the door.
Whoa, big facts.
I
Damn.
mean, since we're getting all like deep in like psychiatry and all this other shit here,
Yo, listen, and that's the thing
philosophies and
too. Like I
hypotheses and all
will,
this other shit.
yes, and I'm so sorry. I'm just authentic to me. Like I'm very sexual and playful,
Hmm.
but My bigger purpose, I feel like, in life is to fucking heal. And I know, like, for a fucking fact, and this might sound cocky, but it's not meant that way. It's not supposed to be that way. I know that my energy does something for people. Like, people feel something different when they meet me, when they speak with me, or when they see certain scenes and it resonates with them. And I just feel like this. I don't know how many fucking bitches we got in this industry, right?
A
But
lot.
somehow I've managed, out of the millions and millions of people, right, to be just, I'm so grateful just to be able to be nominated, for, Night Moves Avian, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, just to be able to be singled out, maybe like AVN does, like a group of 50 girls out of fucking, like, what, 5 million people? I don't know. That's kind of dramatic sounding, but it's still like, what makes me so fucking different than the next bitch? Because all of us are out here hustling our ass off and really putting a lot of time and effort into, what we do. Like, the ones at least that stay and stick around.
Mhm.
And I'm like looking at these girls, Bella Danger, and all these beautiful, women that I'm up against, and I'm like, damn, me. I'm like, I feel like a little fish. You know what I mean? I'm like, these girls have tons of following, and all these
Mhm.
things. And I don't have a small following, but I mean, I don't have a million followers. You know what I
Not
mean? I'm like,
yet.
what?
You
Not
know.
yet, right? We're getting there, baby. And I'm like, what makes me different, right? So I'll be real with you. I had blonde hair. I'm sure you've seen some of my
Mhm.
videos with my blonde hair and pictures and whatnot. And I used to get extensions, nails done, all these different things. And I'm like, let's go ahead and test it out. Let's see if these people enjoy your personality or if it's just your looks. You know what I mean? What did they like? Because honestly, it's a good marketing technique, and just trying to figure it out,
Yeah.
what it is that your niche is, right? And after I dyed my hair back to my natural color, took my nails off, just started being me, the full fucking natural me. Let me tell you, my sales didn't drop. If anything, they went up.
Mhm.
And that shows me that my authentic self, my energy, is what puts me where I'm at. I feel like in the industry.
So I
You
kind
know
of
what
feel
I
like you
mean?
just answered kind of like your own question about why you were chosen out of these five, what is it, 5 million? 5 million
Right.
porn stars that you quoted.
Right.
Why you
Right.
were one of these 50 out of 5 million. And it's
Right.
because of the realness that you have, like you're being authentic, you're being yourself, you're being something that not anybody else can be, you know. What I mean, what
Right.
what what did Mr. Rogers say? There's only one you, so be the best you, or some, I don't know,
Big fucking
creepy
fat.
PBS shit. I don't know, but like nobody can be nobody can be Maria Jade. So I think that was the cool thing, and I think that's why so many people are so excited about you being on the show. And like I said,
Right. And
try.
I'm so sorry that it's so, like, it's getting so deep. I feel like we're gonna be best friends. you know?
That's fine with
But it's like,
me. I
I'll
mean,
be
that was kind of my game plan from the beginning of this podcast. I'm like, how can I bag
well,
this
get
chick to be
prepared because
friends
I've
with
got
her?
my toes out and they're
You
crinkled, bitch, and it's like coming at you like some type of like weird like baby monster. And I'm gonna chase you. I will.
late night
You,
podcasting, you gotta love it.
you know what? I'll just say it real quick. My whole fucking life, right? I've always been this way, and people always had a fucking problem with it. And it's like, what's right from fucking wrong? I will always be who the fuck I am. Steadily growing. You know,
Hmm.
to the fucking death. And I'll fucking stand behind that fucking moral and value, man, to make sure that everybody else isn't like, okay, I gotta be this because this is what the world wants. Nah, bitch. Fuck the world, because everybody who's been preaching about those values, coming from the material things to claim your success, like, oh, you got a nice car, so you're successful. You got a good job, so you're successful. All that money. I'll tell you what, they're looking real fucking pathetic right now because everybody's really going through it. So
Well,
I
I
will
don't, I
stand
don't,
behind that
I
fucking
don't
integrity.
judge, I don't judge success on what kind of car you drive or how many
Right,
Twitter followers you have. I judge success on how
fuck,
happy you are in life.
right,
So if you're happy in life, if you feel accomplished, if you feel like you're doing something that is, changing, even if it's not changing the entire world, if it's changing, just the way you look at things, then that's success. But
Man, big fucking facts. Big facts.
but I
Look
mean,
at this. He's like, damn, I didn't expect all this.
man, we were supposed to be talking about like how much dick you like to suck, like,
You know what?
and then we just went
Hell
into this whole like
yes.
deep
Oh, you
shit.
know what? On that, I've never done a bukkake yet.
Okay. You
He
mean you
said,
don't want to save that for your personal life?
You know what though? But it's like being in the industry, and like I am not gonna lie to you. Like I was a little flirt. I mean, that's like probably like a fucking given, but I was a flirt. But it's like I was like, damn, bitch, I was really getting it. Like I really like was out there. Like, and I'm like, now when you get into the industry, you're like, okay, you got to respect yourself. You got to make sure that $600 a month worth of STD testing isn't going down the drain.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make sure that you're keeping up to par with all these things. So it's like to do a bukkake. Personally, it seems kind of like off the radar, but I mean,
but when have you ever been
it's
on the
just
radar?
an STD test away, and
I mean, I feel like that's something you could do every Friday night
for a fuck-a-thon contest. Yeah, baby.
It's funny because you say that, and it's like fans want to know, like you mentioned, your downtime right now, you're spending it with family. Everyone just hits me up. It's like, is she single? Like, who is she? Who is she in relationships with? And people usually don't, spread their personal business. But like, are you spoken for?
Oh no, I mean I don't tell it all, but everybody knows. I'm single right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, do you obviously you hook up with girls? So I mean, do you consider yourself bisexual, pansexual? Like, what are you?
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even know what pansexual is. I sound like a fucking retard, but what the fuck is that?
I think I mean it's like when you're like you're not attracted to like a certain sex. You're just like you're attracted to like emotions and like feelings.
It may be before because I am Pisces, so I'm very like I'm a water sign. We go off emotions, but I'm also a cusper, so I'm Pisces Aries. So I have that water fire mix. So to say I'm fully pansexual, can I do like a quarter? Like I
You can
don't
have
know.
like half a pan.
I'm just like
quarter of a pan.
I'm just into vibes, man, and I don't know if you can get into my head. Like, I don't like the basic shit. Like, what can you teach me? Because I'm a researching ass bitch. And I am into so many. I love to learn and I love to grow. And I love to, like I said, I love to be challenged.
Mm-hmm.
And not in a way that's like, I have to, like, discipline you like you're my fucking 6-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, no. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know, can you really teach me something? Like, how can we help each other grow? That's how you really get to somebody like me. You know what I mean? It's like a dick pic is nice, but it's like, all right, can you give me a fun fact and then give me a dick pic? let's do something.
You just opened the floodgates for that now.
Right. You know what it is? It's like I feel like too many people, and I kind of get like the premise. Like started to think about it, like the dick pic thing, and I'm like, like what the man really wants, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. Like when they're sending a dick pic, there's probably a couple different cases, but they want to feel ultimately they want to feel like what they have to offer is not only wanted but it's needed. Like that want to and that need also to be fucking wanted and needed is something that everybody fucking wants. So like when they're sending a dick pic and I'm like, damn bitch, stop getting so analytical about it. They just want to be loved. But it's
like drop some knowledge when you're sending the dick pic, like like E equal MC squared.
Where did that originate? Where did the dick pic originate? Bitch, give me fun facts.
Be like, this was a tool in the origination process of
there you go.
Babies,
There you go, man.
Or like you really want to brush like have like a cure for coronavirus and when you send your dick pic.
Wow. You know what? A lot of people picked up on that picture that I posted, and it's like swallowing worm fluids will help, dissolve the corona from your throat. And man.
And that's why you're not sick right now.
Yes, absolutely. I just
You're immune.
swallowing is such an important daily task. It's like breakfast. It is like an
You say
important
daily
part
task. Do you
of the
daily do it though?
hmm. Maybe you'll just have to come find out. Ooh, baby.
Don't test me.
He's like, don't that me with a good time. You know what? I try to flirt, and it's like, I, I'm very sexual, but it's like, it's so funny with me because I don't know. I'm really kind of fucking like my pickup jokes are fucking lame, man. I'm like, damn.
Well, I mean, like airfare right now is like super cheap. So like
Yeah.
I don't mind
Oh
spending that. I mean,
shit.
I could afford to do first class at this
I know,
place.
right?
So
I'm
I
like,
just gotta fly to wherever you are.
well, just but you gotta be careful not to catch the corona on the way, because fuck it. You know what? I'll just share it with ya. We'll just be corona buddies. We'll go pick up a case of corona, and we'll get the corona together while drinking corona
We'll put it
and
this
do
way.
some weird freaky kinky shit. I'll probably put the bottle in my asshole. Who fucking knows?
Well, you could be immune, but I can't because I'm not swallowing on a daily basis. So I
I
clearly am
won't
not
shove it in
immune.
my asshole. I'm not into that kind of stuff, really. You can shove it in my asshole, though.
So I mean, like I said, you clearly if like we went back to the bisexual thing and pansexual and
Mhm.
quarter and all the other measurements here,
Right,
but
right.
like relationship wise, would you be in a relationship with a woman, or is that just something that you do sexually?
You know what? I've actually never dated. Like, I've never dated a female. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to it. My first, like, legit, like, woman crush was Adara Jordan, who is in the industry. I don't know if you've seen her, float with her. She's actually the one that's recording the pinned video of me rapping. She's like my first woman crush. She's probably the first person that ever was like, damn, I really flirt with this girl. Like, she's, yes, like, and there's this, that sexual chemistry too. Like, not just like gonna one time this is fun kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So to say I wouldn't is incorrect, but to say I would is incorrect too, because it's like, I don't, I don't know.
You don't
I
know
don't
until
know.
you're in that position.
Right now, I'm kind of just loving me and just trying to, like, just, I don't know. It sounds so cliche to say, but just be the best me I can be, and just trying to see. I'm kind of dead set on this fucking asteroid coming to hit this bitch.
Yeah,
Fucking
you
not
realize
gonna
nobody was
suck.
talking about that shit with this whole coronavirus going on.
Right, right. And listen, I'm not gonna go into it. Just go back on my page and just type in corona mass
Hmm.
ejections, okay? Listen, the outer layer of the fucking sun, right? This is so off topic for my career, but fuck it. I'm like a science guru right now, so it's like, it's crazy.
You're in
The
the
outer
zone.
layer of
Go
the
with it.
sun is called the corona. We got this fucking flu called the corona. There was a prediction. What was the guy's name who got the black holes? I keep forgetting his fucking name. He found out about black holes, right?
Hmm.
Which he randomly just died, right? Bullshit. Predicted that this year would be the year, right?
Hmm.
And then with all the different things, I put two and two together, and I'm like, come on, bitch, why? If this shit hits us, if the corona has like a solar flare or whatever, I guess like corona mass ejection being like the like Hurricane 5 to like whatever a solar flare is or whatever, it would take out all the fucking satellites, right? Imagine like life without electricity and all the things we're used to living on. People like on ventilators. It's like crazy to think all these things. And I've noticed so many people saying like about like cell phone service and all these things,
That
like lights
5G shit.
flickering. Well, there's a lot of shit going on that's weird that I've been noticing. I'm like, man. So relationships, it's not really my thing right now. I'm just trying to like, I'm like, okay, April 13th, April 29th. They go July, what is it, 18th to do the Mars trip. I'm like, these sneaky bitches. they, they know exactly what they're doing. But that's like a whole nother story. So, yeah, what about those ass and titties, though? Let's get back on topic.
Well, that's the thing is because guys want to know. First thing they ask is like, "Are you single?" And then they want to know like what they got to do to kind of like bag you and kind of getting good with you. and you probably just ruined a lot of guys' dreams right now, where you're like, yeah.
Yeah, cut them all off. Yes, yes, Maria is a real person. I'm not a robot. I am a sex cat and meow. If this is the thing, if you can get into my head,
Hmm.
that's that right there. It's like I said, I've always been the one that leads shit. So for me to see somebody who's like really fucking solid as a person, can see outside their own fucking ways, man, and just really be, like I said, that humility before honor type of shit. They're knowledgeable, they're goal oriented. I mean, man, let me tell you, I've dated some ugly fucks before, and it's not like that for me.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it's different. Maybe it's different for everybody else. Like I said, product of a dying breed.
Now, is there like a physical attraction that you have? I mean, clearly, like you want to be on same brainwave level with somebody. You want to have somebody that can kind of go toe to toe with you, because I kind of get that vibe is that you like that, someone that you can kind of go tick for tat with. But
Yeah, it's like, are you it's like people. It's like, are you listening to respond or listening to understand? And the people that listen to understand and they connect back with me and speak to me, like, and can hold a conversation.
mhm.
I love that shit. And not to say I like to talk all the time, because I can run my fucking mouth. But I mean, for the most part, like I said, I'm a homebody. I like to be quiet and be easy to myself. But if you can just have that first interaction and be authentic to yourself, I will pick up on that and then add some type of like enticing mental twist on it to really pull me in.
So it's
I'm
not
a I'm
always
a
a
I'm a
physical thing. So the
I'm not,
guys,
unless I'm like dead ass drunk. I mean, y'all want an easy way, just get me drunk. Get me drunk. But even then, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You gotta be special, guys. Okay, out there, everybody listening. you know,
so guys,
and
girls,
not
anybody
even.
that's out there listening, you know,
Yeah, guys or girls. Ugh. You
pick
know
up a
what? I
book.
was just thinking about eating pussy too, man. Blah, blah, blah.
Can you
Right on
get
my
that on
face.
DoorDash?
You know what? That would be a lovely
You might need to
piece to add
start. You
to
might need to
to
slide.
add to the menu.
Yeah, slide your business card when you're delivering.
Right, hose on the go.
Who's on the go? That's the
Hose on
app.
the
That's
go.
the app you got to get.
Right. Hose on the go. Just order your favorite hose of the day. We got big hose, little hose, big booty hose, big titty hose. We got Asian hose, whatever kind of hose you need, ladies and gentlemen. Hose
So
on the
what?
goes.
So if you were logging onto your Who's on the Go app right now, what are you in the mood for to eat? I mean, clearly pussy. What type of pussy are we eating?
Oh man. Fuck, that's a really hard question. You're asking these hard questions, sir. What kind of pussy? As long as it's a clean, ain't no pussy like a clean ass pussy. As long
So
as it's a
no,
pig.
like sushi pussy.
What does that even mean? That sounds so.
I'm
I
I'm I'm
don't.
looking I'm looking at the app, and I'm scrolling through. So we got
Oh, we're
sushi,
going
we
hose on the
got
go.
Who's on the Go app. You got
Oh
sushi, you
well,
got
we
like
got Mexican, we got
Italian, a
we got
Mexican.
we got Japanese,
Yeah.
Chinese, but there's a fucking difference, big fucking difference. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Um, we got Italian bitches like me. You can even order your own ratchet bitches. You can order classy bitches. You can order whatever kind of bitch on the go, bitch with pretty
I feel
toes,
like the
bitch.
ratchet
There's all
bitches
types
would be
of
like the bodegas or something. Like it's just the little corner stores.
I didn't plan this very good. Let me write my business plan out, and then we'll have a new
I want the
introduction to
five
it.
piece, and give me two of the little grape juice huggies.
Oh, a 5 piece, like you ordered like a 3 piece at like KFC or something. Like you
Yeah.
get the 3 piece thunder thigh kick.
The thunder thigh. And
Like
put
that
the
would be
extra gravy
me.
on it.
Who else would be in there? Huh? Let me think. Who else has
We
a
can't.
big
You know what though? We
booty?
gotta keep this under wraps though, because people are gonna try to steal our idea right now. So
You
if
know
we
what? That
don't
always fucking
trademark
happens
hose
to
on the
me.
go, someone's gonna take it.
Bitch. We're now accepting you guys can invest for stocks within Hose on the Go. It's a great time to invest, ladies and
Yeah, I mean,
gentlemen.
with the
It
way the
truly is.
economy is right now, like, just Get in where you fit in. Hose on a go. This is where you need to be at right now.
I'm, man, so much just went through my head in that little moment there. I kind of like went in a flash of like pussy in my face to hose on the go to like martial law. And that was just too much to take in at once. So yes, that
I
was
mean,
a lot.
I'm not only the president, but I'm a client. That's how you got to sell it to people.
There you go. You got to make it a necessity. And I mean, I
Well,
don't
hose
know
on a go
about
is
you,
essential
but
work.
it is a fucking essential because if you let's be real though, if you don't get pussy,
You're
right,
not thinking
or you
right.
don't get to nut, or at least make yourself orgasm, bitch, eventually, we start to get a little aggravated,
You make bad
especially if we had
decisions.
it before, you know.
And then that's when you invest in things like Grubhub and not hose on a go.
You know what? It's kind of like this though, in the same context. Like I love sushi, right? But I got sick once. I got food poisoning. But for some reason, I just keep coming right the fuck back. It's essential, bitch. We all need pussy. Yes, we do.
Well, I
Yes,
mean, the
we
same
do.
can be said. Sometimes you could eat some bad pussy and feel sick. But let's be honest,
Oh
there's dudes
man.
out there that keep going back to it.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother level. I'm not eating out the dumpster. I'm just talking about going to my local sushi restaurant and picking up my favorite fucking roll, buddy. Wow, it's I pride myself in that. I am a chronic like pussy taster, like of myself. Like I don't know how bitches don't. Like,
Hmm.
come on, it's like okay, ladies, different times of the month, shit happens, right, bitch? But I am like my shit is always on point. Like I check my shit all the fucking time. So everybody,
When's
if
the
you have
last
a
time you
girl,
checked it?
make
Like
her.
an hour ago? 2 hours ago?
Bitch, I might be tasting it right now. He's like, wow. Ooh,
People are
yeah,
listening to
hose
this
on the
podcast and are
go.
like, what the fuck? Like, are
They are
these too
probably thinking that.
high?
Yeah, exactly. No, this is like my sober
I was gonna say,
me.
no, this is
Yeah,
totally
yeah.
sober talk right now, people.
Yeah, man. They're probably getting on here like, damn, what's going to happen on here? And little did they know all of this. We have had so much variety, so much. I'm really set on this hose on the go type like shit. That's probably what we should do, but get a robot, right? Like a sex robot.
Hmm.
Because there's a prostitution then. You know what
Okay.
I mean? I don't know. You tell me.
Well, depending. I don't know. Right now, they're saying like you can't be arrested for certain things, and at least out here in the Philly area, they're just
Right.
letting people go for stupid shit.
Yeah, man, I'm about to pull that can out and whoop that ass, man,
So
and
it's
go,
like free.
get
It's
her
almost
done.
like free delivery on hose on a go. Like
Ah,
we're waiving
that
delivery fees.
that is such a good incentive.
It is.
He said it is. What is your zodiac? I'm so fucking curious.
I'm Virgo.
You're a Virgo.
See, now
Cool. I
I'm not.
fuck
But
with
here's the
Virgo.
thing. Like, I'm not big on signs. So like people
Right?
like I know
I feel
people
you.
that will be able to say like, oh, well, that means you're
Most
compatible with
Virgos aren't.
this, and I don't.
Oh,
I
I
don't.
hate that bullshit,
I don't
bro.
know what I'm compatible with. You know what I'm compatible with? Realness. Like if you're
Yes.
real, that's what I'm compatible with. Um,
Right. Big facts. You
so
know what it is? All Virgos are kind of like that, though. But this is how I view, like, kind of like zodiacs and shit, right? Like, I don't think that people can be like, oh, I robbed the fucking bank because I'm this side. No, you robbed the fucking bank because you're an idiot. No, this is what it is with signs. I feel like there's like kind of like a preset kind of temperament of each sign. Like, for example, I am Pisces Aries. Pisces are, water signs, we tend to be a little bit on the emotional side, which
mhm.
doesn't necessarily mean everybody's like that, but that is a general temperament of us. We get, we get upset and we feel very, very quickly. So like when it comes to temperaments, yes. When it comes to absolute like uh definite like traits and characteristics, I'm like, man, we all come from so many different things. You
Well,
know what I
it's
mean?
weird. I've
So
been told because I was born on the last day of a Virgo that I
mhm.
like sometimes have Libra tendencies.
Mhm. I wonder if
So
you're a cusper. Are you sure you're not a cusper?
cusper? What's a cusper?
Okay, it's like a mix of the two. Whenever I don't know the fucking science of this. This is the one thing I really don't know the fucking science on it. But I believe it's for like most months, like around the 20th, right, to
Hmm.
25th, around those times, and it's just like where it's shifting from one zodiac to the next. So like I'm a Pisces, Aries cusp, and it's kind of funny because my mother's an Aries, and I see a lot of the similarities. You know what I mean? But then mixed
But you
in with
see
my
differences.
Pisces, my own. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's kind of fucked up,
That's like
but
my
it's kind of
father's
good.
a Virgo and I'm a Virgo, but he's like earlier in the season. And I'm like
Ah,
I'm on the last day, like I'm on the 22nd of September, and like the 23rd of September starts Libra. So like
uh-huh.
I have similarities, but then there's other things I just like totally am like complete opposite.
I really think you're a cusper. That's crazy. That's pretty cool. You know what? Cuspers, it's like hard for us because it's like we can go one way, but we can also go the other way. So we have a lot of time. Cuspers have like a hard time kind of making like a decision, especially like big decisions. You know what I mean? We're like, fuck, we could do this, or we could have
Like, do I
this.
get
Like,
on that flight and come see you, or do I stay here?
right. You done forgot about the toes and everything. I think you like toes now.
I can learn to adapt, you know.
You know what? I have a lot of Virgos in my life, though. A lot of Virgos in my fucking life. So I'm just so curious. Do you like to tickle people? Because my baby daddy, like, definitely, like,
I'm
used to, like,
ticklish.
he likes to hold me down and tickle me.
I would love to hold you down. I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and tickle you, but I'm definitely going to hold you down and do something.
Ew, baby, don't threaten me with a good time.
I'm ticklish though, so I don't know. Is
Are
that
you
like
ticklish? I
is
was
that part
gonna
of being a
ask you. This is my
custard
stomach.
or custard? What am I? Like
Oh, you don't fucked up. You're telling me all your weak spots.
what
So
was
now
it?
I'm
I'm a
gonna
cusper.
throw this pussy in your face, but I'm gonna have crinkled toes chasing you, all while tickling you at the same time, but all within balance.
Well, you
That
said
doesn't,
you were tasting it, so what flavor are we working with today?
bitch,
Fish?
bitch, the best. I don't even know what kind of flavor, man. I don't
It's
even.
like
I'm kind of
Baskin
humble.
Robbins. Like you're the one that's tasting it every day.
I mean, but it's like, I mean, I don't have it. It's like everybody's like, oh, that pussy's gotta have some flavor. Like, bitch, what kind of flavor? Like Cheeto flavor, bitch? No, my
Cheeto,
shit doesn't
hot
taste like
Cheeto
anything.
flame.
Yeah, hot Cheeto jalapeno. No, like, bitch, ew, gross. No, I'm good. I mean,
I always love
I
like
guess if we're gonna make it sound like sultry and sexual, like strawberries and whipped cream,
yes, peaches and
with
cream.
chocolate drizzle. I don't know, but it just sounds retarded.
I always loved when people would order like Slurpees, like at 7-Elevens, and they're like, "What flavor do you want?" I want red or I want blue.
You
Like
want that grape drink? You listen.
I want
Yes.
purple. Like no, like
Yeah.
you want grape. Like it's not
Right.
purple. There's no red flavor. You know, there's no
Funny
blue flavor.
story. I'm not gonna say this. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna say it anyways. I was at fucking Denny's with Mickey, right?
Hmm.
Um, and we were at Denny's, and she was like, you know, we're ordering drinks, and he's like, I want the grape drink, and she says grapefruit, but he's never had grapefruit before, and I'm like, I don't. I'm like, you're ordering a grapefruit? I was like, that's fucking disgusting. He's like, no, I'm ordering that grape drink. And I'm like, what do you mean a fucking grape drink? Like, what
He
does
wants
that
the
mean?
purple drink.
Yeah, like, I guess like a Fanta or something, you know? Like I said, I guess we say it down here in Florida, but I guess it's like an up north thing. And it's like, give me that grape drink. So, like,
The
just
Welch's
hearing that
grape.
just kind of brought that memory. It was just so fucking funny because when he tasted it, I was like, okay, if you know what you're getting, you know what you're getting. And grapefruit is just so tart.
And it
You
came
know
out
what I mean?
looking all like cloudy, like a fucking yeast infection in a goddamn glass.
Bitch, right? Not cool, man.
That's when you look
I
and you're like,
don't.
this is not a grape drink. Like, yeah, it is. It's
This
grapefruit,
is not
motherfucker.
a grape drink. It's not even fucking purple.
It looks like
Okay,
fucking cloudy cum in a glass. Like,
bitch, big facts. Like, isn't it pulpy too? Ish.
yeah,
Ew.
that's what I said.
Ew. Well, this is
That
turning
gets you
from
disqualified
sexy
from host on
to.
the go right there.
I hope the following like count for listening has not like dropped.
People are
Because
like, what the fuck
this
did I
just
get
keeps
myself
getting
into?
weirder and weirder. Yeah. So that's why I got to bring back ass and titties.
Yeah,
Ass
ass
and
and titties,
titties.
ass and
Yeah.
titties. Um,
Yeah. I mean,
well, all right. So, what? I don't even know.
I
Like,
know.
what,
What
what,
now?
what now?
Oh, I'll tell you a fun fact.
Okay.
You want to hear a fun fact?
Yes.
My favorite, my ultimate most favorite place, which is absolutely probably the most dangerous way, which is fucked up, to come, is while driving my car.
Really?
Ba-bump.
You want to go for a drive?
Bitch, big facts. Big facts. You know what it is? It's almost like the thrill of it, like especially with the Hitachi. And right when you're getting there, it's like, bitch, I'm already hyperventilating. I can't breathe up in this bitch. So we're borderline about to die up in this bitch. He's like, Jesus. No, it's just like so intense. I don't think I've ever had any better bus than like while driving. Honest to God, as sad as that sounds.
On a daily basis, how many busts do you get?
Man, lately, since we're on lockdown and I've got plenty of people here, but fuck it, I still masturbate. I'll go in the fucking bathroom if I do. I mean, I used to be a really bad chronic masturbator, man, before my Hitachi charger broke. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I should take a little break from this so I can actually build the sensation up. The Hitachi is the best and the worst in bitching. Just to say that. But maybe, like, I think the most of it, like 11.
11
I've
times
had
you
in a
masturbated
day.
in a day?
Well, but at least I used to at least be like 3 to 4 times. It's like, okay, wake up, bust. Go to sleep, bust. Eat, bust. Workout, bust. Go to work, bust. He's like,
How do you keep the tank full? Like, doesn't it just run dry after a while?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is where water comes into play. How many days can we go without food and how much with water? Water is a good fucking thing, man.
It just replenishes
I
everything.
just started squirting though too, like within the last year, like became a squirter.
But squirting is just peeing.
You think so?
I mean, that's what I've been told. I used to know one girl that used to do it, and I never
But
really knew.
man, mine tastes like, and this is like a terrible fucking mixture of the two, but like my breast milk and my squirt both had like a cinnamon, like it tasted like cinnamon. It's so fucking weird. I don't know anybody else's squirt or fucking whatever that tasted like that. But let me tell you,
Like
I'm
it's got nutmeg
diabetic,
in it?
so
Is that what we're calling
my
it?
theory
Nutmeg?
is right. I'm diabetic, right? So my theory is this: the sugar's got to go somewhere. So fuck it. Whoa. And I'm not even joking. It's like it tastes like cinnamon.
Okay.
All the time. I think maybe once it didn't taste like nothing, and I'm like, well, that's fucking dumb.
Well, depending how
Like,
crazy this coronavirus shit gets, and we all have to start, hunkering down and like doing our own kind of like self at home working. I mean, you start bottling this stuff up and selling it on Hose on a Go.
bitch.
I know.
Damn,
Full
we
of
got
crazy
a
marketing
physical
ideas.
market. What? You are a fucking genius.
Thank
Genius,
you.
I tell you, genius. He said we're gonna bottle this shit up and put it on the go. That is the funniest fucking stuff ever. You are cool as fuck.
I try.
This has probably been like one of the funnest fucking interviews.
It's totally different.
Yes.
You know what it is? Because we're
Bro.
approaching midnight here on the East Coast in Philadelphia, so I'm getting like the sleepy ha-has like starting to like creep in. So that's why this podcast is different than others.
Right. There you go. And you just need you one of those bottles from Hose on the Go, and it's just like It's just like taking a couple melatonin. You're
Yeah.
out for the night. You know what I mean? And you're
Like a
healthy,
light.
getting all your nutrition. Big fucking facts.
So wait, what do you enjoy doing when you're not shooting? I mean, you've already said that, you work out, you bust, you go to the corner store and you bust. You bust when you come out of the corner store. You're busting in a car driving to the corner store. So I mean, like, what
do I like to do?
Besides bust?
Man, wake up, bust. Fuck. Huh. Damn.
I feel like that should be like a song for you.
What is that song though? I can't even think of what Fuck.
Is there a song that says that? It's like "Wake Up, Bust."
No, hold on. Hold on. Baby Daddy's. What is that song? Barber Man. What is that? What is that song? Pull up, drink. What is it? Pull up, drink. Damn it, man. Oh, fuck. What is that? Oh, and if y'all ever need a fire ass haircut, if we make it past this, you know, if we don't get like destroyed by a huge ass asteroid, LaFuse the barber, he is the best in Tampa for haircuts. So not only are you gonna get chased with toes, tickled, probably squirted on, drink some cinnamon milk, open new business, you will get a fresh ass haircut, son. Yes, you will.
I know. I was dying for one of them. I had to cut my own hair because there was no barbershops open around here.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not essential. It's kind of funny because it's like, they're like, what is, what is essential? And it's like, okay, but it was essential for me to go get all cleaned up to go to that job interview. But now we can go looking like cavemans. Man, how the world is changing. It's kind of crazy. But, the song, it's
It's
Swimming
Kendrick
Pool.
Lamar's. Yeah, Swimming Pools.
Yes. Pull up, drink. So it's like, wake up, bust. So going back, I kind of go out. See, you can see like my brain. I'm like, damn, ADHD, bitch. My mind is all over the place. What do I like to do? I would like to answer this like simply with like, okay, like on the weekends, I like to hold hands on the beach while the sun sets. No, I'm gonna
I
answer
mean, do you
it.
have hobbies?
You know what? My hobby is just being me and healing. Honestly, as silly as it sounds, they're like, well, how are you a healer? And I'm like, there's not even a really good way to explain it. I'm all about my energy and I flow where the universe takes me. Like I said, I don't move unless it's the integrity of love. I am so it's like I have things for me, but I'm so damn selfless, like with moving how I'm supposed to fucking move. Like I said,
Right.
I might not change the fucking world. You know what I mean? But I know it only takes a moment to alter a fucking life. I know that much. And that's my thing, is to be that, for whoever is brought in my path. Like I will go out of my way, but I like to teach and I like to give people the love, be that hand reaching out that motherfuckers never had, man. Now it sounds like I'm signing up for a fucking beauty pageant. So now that we can
Or the
answer
Big
this
Brothers Big Sisters program.
yeah, now that's all incorporated with the Hose on the Go too.
They give back to
You
charity.
know, right. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because my biggest niche that people like me on a lot is taboo too. So it's funny, and I'm like, man,
What
they want. It's like God, I don't know. They want me to
what
fuck
goals
my.
and plans do you still have though for, whether it be your career or, I mean, you've been in it for 5 years. How much longer is Maria Jade going to be in this game, or are you just kind of like letting it just take it day by day, or how's that work?
I'm going. I have tons of goals. Let me tell you, they are all written out, ready to go, planned strategically. I am a planning ass bitch. I love it. But I'm just going where the wind blows, just or wherever I blow, you know, and and I'm just trying to make sure that a year from today I have grown in some way, whether it's mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, any type of way. If you've grown, like I feel like if you've grown at least a little bit, if something is different and it's not the same for the better, you're doing something fucking right. Because there's nothing promised in this fucking life. I'm just trying to
If that
enjoy
ain't more
every.
evident than right now, I don't know what is.
I'm just going with the fucking wave, man. I sound like such a hippie, but I mean, it is
Peace,
what it is.
love, and nappiness.
Yeah, nappiness, busting. I was gonna say like bustingness, and I'm like, bitch, that's
Bustingness.
fucking retarded. I'm like, that's fucking retarded. Don't say
Bustingness.
that. So that's why I just said it anyways. Fuck it.
So where can
Fuck it.
people find you at online? So like people that are just like listening to this and are like, okay, I don't,
Right,
I'm
right,
I'm
right.
just all kind of just, a whole bag of emotions right now. I just need to go find out where Mary Jade is.
They're like, where can we not go to not follow that weird girl?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Here you go. This is no, you guys, everybody can follow me on Twitter, and that is at model_Maria Jade. That's where I post all my fun naked debauchery, and everybody hates when I use that word because apparently it means like when you drink and do like weird stuff, but I'm gonna use it however the fuck I'd like. So at model_Maria Jade. If you want to see my OnlyFans, man, that's really fucking popping. I love OnlyFans. I recently that's one of my newer stores, and it's one of my more successful stores. Man, I've been doing my other stores for so long, but they're all fucking great. OnlyFans, that's onlyfans.com /official Maria Jade. I got comewithmaria.com, officialmariajade.com. I got worshipmaria.com. Man.
Or they could probably just Google your name, and a lot of that stuff would probably come up.
Yeah, just go on to Google, type in Maria Jade. Twitter usually pops up right there. There was another girl named Maria Jade, but I defeated her. She was like a professional twerker,
and I took her out.
Oh, I'm like, oh, you're Maria Jade? I'm Maria Jade. You twerk? I twerk. But I twerk on the dick, bitch. Deficiency in the market. But not really. There are a lot of bitches be doing that, but still.
Well, I can definitely say, like, follow her on Twitter, because, like, the stuff that, like, like for real, like, the stuff that you do post on Twitter is, you would think, like, porn star is just porn, posting about porn stuff. I mean, that's there. I mean, just scrolling through it right now, I mean, you got, what is it here? We're talking about, swallowing in an airport. You got, what was this here, where someone jizzed on the face where you're wearing glasses, like the porn stuff is there. There's a couple little rap videos in there as well. And then, like, you start dropping knowledge. I mean, this whole, Mars 2020 rover stuff, you know what I mean? Just going in on the science aspect of it, of the asteroid. So, like, there is definitely some interesting reads on there. So it's like, it's a cluster of all kinds of uniqueness right there. So definitely make sure you follow her on Twitter and check out all of her links.
Yes.
What do you want the fans to know? Anything that I may have not covered, or we got lost in the sauce with the whole Hose on a Go app? Anything you want the fans to know before we head out of here?
Don't give up, guys. I am still that kinky little sex kitten, little cum dumpster slut. Yes, I am. Okay, just adding in with the knowledge. So don't be afraid, guys. And just be you. Just peace, love, and happiness, man. That's it. And fucking follow me, of course. Duh. Yes, you don't have a choice if you're listening. You have to do it. Okay.
You have to. If you don't do it, you can't listen to this podcast.
Well, I guarantee if they're still listening at this fucking point, I probably hooked them in. You know what I mean? Like I said,
they're hanging on every breath.
They're gonna follow me. They're gonna follow me because they like my personality genuinely.
I think a lot of them will. Like I said, I keep saying it. Once we told them you're going to be on the podcast, they were totally hooked and on board. They were like, she's just fucking wild and crazy. So people know your personality, and then they just got to know it a little bit more tonight. And like I said, this was cool. This was a fun experience. It was definitely, I always go into these podcasts going, all right, what's it going to be? You've had podcasts where it's literally, I feel like I'm interviewing somebody for, a job at Express. And then other times, I get like these great interviews where we just talk about just something totally different and off the wall. And I appreciate you taking the time and working with me. I know we were playing tag there to get you on, but it was an honor and it was cool to have you on. And we got to get you back on again and talk about, how far this Hose on a Go's app process is going.
Oh, you better believe it.
Well, we appreciate it again,
yes,
and we hope to hear big things from you. And make sure you continue to follow her on all of her social medias, buy her content.
Yes.
I mean, you're sitting inside right now, not doing anything besides hopefully listening to this podcast. So, I mean, you could be listening to this podcast and wake up, bust, listen to the podcast, bust, and.
I promise on everything I love, just go to one of those links.
I'm gonna do that now. I think I'm gonna do that before I go to bed.
Yeah. If you were trying to, listen to my voice and jacket and we threw you off with the asteroids, don't you worry. We're going to get that big bang, baby. Come and check this big fat ass out and fucking check it out because you're going to love it. Love, love, love it.
Well, again, we appreciate it, and we'll be talking to you real soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye,
Mhm.
guys. Hey, it's Maria Jade, and you're listening to Mix Masta B on MMB Radio.